Yeah. Come on in. 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 Come on in, y'all. I see y'all. Ain't no wrong coming on in here. Let me brush my hair because this is going to be a good one tonight. This is going to be an exciting one tonight. Let me brush my hair. Hey, maybe I might just plug my microphone up for this one tonight because this is going to be good. Y'all come on in. What's up? Check in. Let me know where you're coming from. Let me know what part of the country you're in. That's very, very important. I need to know where y'all from. Where you from? Where you at? Where you at? Good evening, Johnson. Montez Miller. Montez Miller. I gotta be nice tonight because Montez Miller. Cheryl Howard is on here tonight. Oh, Bridget Ward. Man, I haven't seen y'all in a long time. I was off since I had Trick Daddy on. Y'all come on in. Atlanta, Georgia. I see you checking in. Yep. North Carolina. North Carolina. Gary in North Carolina. Yep. Check in. Let's get this thing up and popping. I've not been on here for a minute because I have been working very hard, doing a lot of things. It's very important that I do a lot of things. So I have been working, people, and when I go away, it's like Luke is doing something. He's planning something. He's cooking something up, which I'm always cooking the books, trying to get some things popping, which is very, very important. I want to talk about sports tonight because sports is a very interesting topic, as we all know, in the news today. But y'all come on in, man. Let me share this to some people so they can know to come on in. So a lot of people around the country miss me. People coming on in my DM saying, Luke, you didn't do the show on Sunday. Luke, you did not come on last Wednesday. Luke, where are you at? And I'm like, listen, man. Sometimes I get real tired of shit. You know what I'm saying? I get tired of shit. Memphis, I see y'all in the building, Memphis. Let me get a check-in show going on. There it is. Yep. Memphis in the building. Yep. South Carolina. I'm going to be in South Carolina. I see y'all up in here. Yes, sir, buddy. Hey, love you. Miss you. I miss you too, Cheryl Howard. Cheryl, sexy ass Howard. Y'all better watch out for her. That Tuscaloosa, Alabama up in this piece. Hey, man, we got people from all over the world. Hey, Savannah, Georgia up in here. Yep, I know Savannah, Georgia. I love Savannah, Georgia. Who is this right here? Another. Oh, I just did that over. Hey, Indianapolis, Indiana, home of my homeboy, Adrian James, who's going into the Hall of Fame. And I'm going to be there at the Hall of Fame for them, for my homeboy. Yep, we're going to do the damn thing. Uh-oh. Here it is. My former second home, Dallas, Texas, which is no longer. All right, here we go. Duval County up in this joint. There it is. Hey, Benny, Georgia. Yep. Hey, who I got here? Homestead. Homestead, Florida. Home of Crystal Cook, the girl who's all over the place, always got some things going on. Yep. Homestead, Florida. Why am I not? Oh, it is up now. I love it. Hey, look, I like Homestead. For some freaking reason, I like Homestead. Look at this. See, that's Crystal Cook. I don't know what that means right there. She's from Homestead. and she loves it. And it's okay. You know, I'm just happy to be on here today, Jake Lazy. Who is this? Yo, Miramar, Florida in the house. There it is, Miramar. Where is this? India Rock, Florida. India Rock, Florida. I see you. Hey, Chi-Town in the building. I see you, sexy. I like your little avatar. I like your hair and all that. First lady, boss. Yeah, the boss lady. Yep. Hey, man, respect to you as well, boss. Let me say this here. Now, this is a part of down south that I fuck with, which is Richmond Heights, East Point, Brooklyn in the house, Brooklyn in the house. Hey, Mars Point. Do y'all know Auntie Sherry? Auntie Sherry lives in Mars Point. I went to Mars Point. I went to Mars Point. I know y'all got the crawfish going on now. Teaneck, New Jersey. You know a famous rap group came from Teaneck, New Jersey? Divine Sound. What people do for money. Corey Williams, 7 Mile. Anybody know what 7 Mile is but me? 7 Mile in Van Dyke. Yo, that's Detroit. Yes, y'all already know. Okay, so let's get into this. Did y'all see Kwame Brown? Tell me, what do y'all think about the whole Kwame Brown conversation? Let me say my take on that. You know, we got a couple topics we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about the Kwame Brown topic. We're going to talk about these politicians that we voted for, what the fuck they did for us. What have they done? And I want to get into a topic that I talked about. Oh, that's right, Montez Miller, Ozzy Brothers as well. And then I want to talk about another topic that's real interesting. Me and a friend of mine was talking today about it. Representation of athletes. They're getting ready to change the rules and regulations where high school, college players can now get paid. And how is that going to work? So that'll be the last thing we talk about. But let's talk about Kwame Brown. What's y'all take on that whole conversation? I'm going to give you mine, and then I want you guys to put yours in the comment, and I will then post yours on here like I've been posting all the cities that you guys are coming from. Now, Kwame Brown, let me say this. You know, Kwame don't talk at all. Kwame just be chilling. Kwame don't bother with nobody. And there was a few points I want to make based on the conversation. Obviously, Stephen Jackson and the guys and the little crew had some things to say about Kwame, saying that he was a bust, first-round draft pick in the NBA. He didn't work out well. Talked about his little hands and all these different things. And then Kwame went on his platform, which he don't go on platforms, which y'all need to go and check it out on YouTube, and just went in on these motherfuckers. Kwame went in. Kwame went hard. Kwame went hard in the paint. Kwame was like, yo, Kwame was so deep. Kwame was like, nigga, I can't be mad because y'all motherfucking hoes was choosing me. I can't be mad because you niggas is going out buying purses and that's how y'all get girls. Y'all ain't real gangsters and y'all act like gangsters one day and gang members one day. Y'all ain't living that life and all that. Kwame went hard. It wasn't nothing politically correct about that shit. And I'm going to try to get Kwame Brown on here so we can get a little more deeper into all that stuff that he was talking about because it was actually deep. It was deep. That's right. Lamar Thomas, you said it best. It woke up the bear. It's like a lot of guys have a platform, you know, and and they could get on their platform because I guess they played the game right. And what ends up happening is they start talking about people, and they think that these people are dead. Most of the time, they talk about people dead, and they think they talk about people who have no platform, who can't respond. But unfortunately, we live in the days of time that you can start a YouTube channel like by yourself. You can go on your Instagram and start having a whole conversation, do a live like we're doing live like right now on Facebook, and just like say, fuck this. Even though they have a platform, see, before social media, people would get on TV and they would describe you the way they want to describe you. And it's almost like they have a microphone and they're speaking into the microphone, and you have no mic. You have no say whatsoever. So whatever they describe or however they describe you, then that is how the rest of the world picture you, because they pick these individuals to go on TV that look believable. How many times you see the weatherman on TV is a pedophile? How many times you see the news anchor is a freak and all that kind of stuff like that? These people are real people, but what they do in the media is they pick and choose who goes on the media. They even have that shit down to a science as to what color you wear. So they'll get a person and he looks believable, and they'll interview and they'll research, and they know the facial structure and what the person looks like. Oh, he looks like a wholesome person. He looks like you ever look at the black people on TV? They all look like black doll babies. But that's done for a reason, because white people will be like, oh, he ain't no black neck. See, it's almost like a redneck and a black neck. Like they would never have a redneck on TV. I already do it during the news, and I'm telling you what happened in the news. You ain't gonna have it. Because black people will turn the TV off. Just like you're not going to have a black neck on there because, hey, look here, man, let me tell you all what's going on in the news that white people will turn off. So you have to have a middle of the road person that you would believe, and that person would deliver the news to the community. So they do all those type of things. And then everybody in the rest of the world will believe what that person is saying, don't knowing that they fucked up in their life too. That's why I tell the news reporters right now, do a story on me. I will write your ass up in my newspaper and get your ass, because you got some shit going on too in your life. That's why I think about it. The news people never get stories written up on them. Never. Because again, oh, he's a news person. I tell them right now, you fuck with me, I'm gonna fuck with you. So at the end of the day, like I say, the news is really irrelevant right now, because most of you all getting your news on social media anyway. You're getting it right now. You're getting a live shooting right now. You people are on the scene with cameras with bodies on the street right now. You know what I'm saying? So you're getting it right now. So the news is obsolete. But then fast forward to what Kwame Brown is talking about. They have these TV shows and they give these individuals platforms. And one thing that stuck out for me with the conversation Kwame Brown was talking about, one thing that stuck out with me, and I know, for you, Ro, he said they're buying purses and buying ass. That stuck out for you. If there's something in the conversation that stuck out for you, let's talk about it. Put it in the comments and we're going to talk about it. For Ro, he said that the guys are buying purses and the girls choose them. He don't buy shit. Do a lot of professional athletes and entertainers do that? Okay. Now, do I put my entertainer hat on? What am I going to do right now? Being that I'm an entertainer and I've been around quite a few professional athletes. So let me explain to y'all. The NBA player and the NFL player is two different type of people. Two different type of people. NBA player don't have a helmet on. The NFL player has a helmet on. And so he's a little more flamboyant than the NBA player. NBA player don't have a helmet on, and he pretty much owns himself more so than an NFL player. NFL player, he has to put on, he'll get an apparel deal, whether it's whatever the deal is with the NFL at the time, if it's Nike or Adidas, he can't wear Reeboks, he can't wear Pumas, he can't wear something. It's a bunch of I can't do this. In the NFL versus the NBA, you're much more like an independent contractor. That's why you see NBA players with all different color shoes on. They can wear their socks way up. They can wear their socks down. You can't do this shit in the NBA. NFL. They basically own everything. And so the thing is, more NFL guys do more buying shit than the NBA guys. The dude said you had the Love and Hip Hop wife, the girl off the Love and Hip Hop. A lot of guys do a lot of things. So when Kwame Brown started telling on everybody's business, which was interesting as fuck, I was like, this nigga is raw. He fucking like worse than me. He's just giving all the business out. He's like, y'all niggas really fuck with me. I'm going hard. I'm going to tell how many hoes y'all had, how many freaks y'all had, how many purses y'all purchased, how much money y'all spent. You ain't no gangster, you a sucker. How many times y'all ain't throwing the basketball, how Michael Jordan didn't drafted me and then bash me. And why would he draft a dude number one and then bash him at the same time? Kwame Brown went hard. You got to go see the interview. The interview is epic. That's probably the best podcast or whatever the hell it is, YouTube I've seen. I've seen some things in my life. But that man went in. There is, Chuck, a difference between the NFL and the NBA. And Kwame Brown let it all hang out. He said, this is what struck me well. This got me. He said they give y'all niggas a platform to do what? Y'all get on the platform. He said nigga about 1,000 times. That's where you can tell he was hot. He said they give y'all niggas a platform. They find certain niggas and give them a platform, which is true, and all they do is bash other black athletes. Bam! I see. That damn sure ain't no cap. When that man said that, I was like, boy, he just hit this shit on the nose. He just opened up Pandora's box. Because that is the truth. Think about it. Think about it. How many times have you seen Stephen A. or any of them other black guys on ESPN bash a white athlete? They had a white athlete, I ain't gonna call no names. And last year, he beat the shit out of his wife. And they made an excuse for him. He needed his medication. At the same time, you had black athletes who beat the shit out of their girlfriend in elevators. They got kicked out of the league. Who beat the shit out of their fucking girlfriends at the casino. And they got suspended out of the league. And they jumped on them. I got sisters and that's some bullshit. Nigga don't supposed to do that. Which it is wrong to put your hands on a woman. Whether you're on your fucking medication or not, it is wrong to put your hand on a woman. Let me say that right now. I got fucking daughters. Nigga put his hand on my daughters. This is gonna be a problem. We ain't gonna say that. They do not. You're right, Lamar Thomas. They don't bash. Here's a scenario. Aaron Rodgers say, I don't like the Green Bay Packers. I want to get the fuck out of here. Tom Brady said, I'm tired of this shit with Bill Belichick. I want to get the fuck out of here. Deshaun Watson, a black man, say, I don't want to be here. I want to get the fuck out of here. What happens? What did they do to Deshaun Watson? But then now in those scenarios with them black guys who Kwame Brown is talking about that has those platforms, you think they jumped on Aaron Rodgers? Aaron Rodgers is a diva. He shouldn't be asking for no trade. He should be grateful for the amount of money that Green Bay paid him. You ain't heard them niggas say that. And they got niggas all over the pound. It's just like Kwame said, they find certain Negroes that ain't gonna say shit about a white player, and the white people on TV ain't fucking finna say nothing about no white player also. They find certain Negroes, put them on TV to bash black athletes. And that obviously what the fan base loves. White people love a nigga who making a bunch of money to get fucking bashed because they have a problem with niggas making money anyway. They have a problem with slave running niggas up and down the field, so they look at it and we're gonna bash them and we're gonna talk shit about. That's why you don't never see no black dude sitting in the basketball arena yelling obscenity to a black player. You don't see no shit like that. Go to a basketball game. Sit your ass down there close to that floor. You had them damn white people sitting in there. You motherfucker, you such and such. You cheated on your wife. You're this. You're a bastard. You ain't nothing. You're a trash. They just run him out. All at the bench. Yeah, get off the bench. Yeah, where your wife at right now? Yeah, she with the other basketball. And they never do nothing to them. Sit down close to the fucking floor. And that's real shit. Brett Favre took all kinds of fucking drugs, allegedly took all kinds of drugs. They said he was on medication. Oh, Brett needed his pills. He needed medication. Ben Roethlisberger. Didn't the girl accuse him of rape? Big Ben. They swept that. You ain't seen no niggas, no Charles Barkley, no Stephen A. None of them. That's why they don't never have me on the TV. They don't have me on the TV. They booked me a couple times and realized that they were booking me to go on ESPN to talk on the First Take, and they was like, nah, we fucked up. Somebody didn't know that you were barred. I'm actually banned from First Take. You know why I'm banned from First Take? Because I did an article in the Miami New Times, you go look it up, where Skip Bayless, when he used to work over there, now he's on Fox. Skip Bayless, while working for the Dallas Morning News, he was a columnist, and he wrote an article about Tony Dorsett. And in the article, Skip Bayless said that Tony Dorsett should be tarred and feathered. You know what tarred and feathered mean? That's what the fucking slave owners used to do to black people. They would tar black man and feather the motherfucker and have him run around and beat him with the whip. So I brought that out. I say Skip Bayless on here talking all this shit about black players and black player this and this player that and all that there. And he's holier than thou. And how could you say this? And how could you do this? You got so much of a big ass opinion. But you said the motherfucker should be tarred and feathered. And when I said that, the ESPN people had a problem with, we got a fucking problem with Luke. We can't put him on the show. No, let's talk about that, motherfucker. Let's talk about that. Since y'all want to keep it 100, y'all want to act like it. And so Stephen A. Smith took offense to that. How dare he say that? Luther is not a ball player. He's not a team player. So we don't want him on the show. The little guy who worked there, who worked at ESPN, who worked on the show, would tell me everything that they would say in the meeting. They come down, fly down, NBA Finals, do the show from Miami, and they go looking for artists and shit. Who should we get? He said every time somebody bring up my motherfucking name, oh, no, man, we ain't fucking with him. You know, we can't control what he say. We can't control what he say. You're fucking right. Because I'm going to keep that shit 1,000. And you ain't finna out-talk me. We ain't going to do that. I'm going to keep that motherfucker 1,000. I'm going to keep it 1,000. You ain't finna out-talk me. I ain't dumb rapper who just got around the corner. So when they come down to Miami, they gonna find motherfuckers who ain't even from Miami, who just live here, who just moved here, put on the show and all that. That's why you never see them. So Kwame Brown was right. They find certain Negroes and put them on that motherfucker and let them bash black athletes. And the same thing on the news. That's why I don't even look at it. I did a tweet the other day, fuck the news. That's the worst shit in the world. I stopped watching because all it is gas you up. It's a fucking, the news, and you know I'm a constitutional guy. The news is designed right now. The Constitution says it's freedom of the press. Well, we don't have press in this country anymore. There's no such thing as press. There's no such thing as good journalists. It is everybody's opinion. So when it becomes everybody's opinion and you're now faking like you're delivering the news, you're not delivering the news. When you deliver the news and when the founding fathers created freedom of the press, that meant you come in, you do the story of the facts, and you just say the story. You just say what the fuck is the story. The copier machine blew the fuck up. You don't put a spin on it. Well, you know, it was an HP copier, and the HP copier, you know how them HP copiers do, and it was black. And the HP copier, they stuck the paper in there, and all you know is the HP copier just blew up because it was black. And maybe if it was a white HP copier, it wouldn't have blew up as fast. That's not the news. That's not journalism. That's not being a real journalist. Ain't no real journalistic shit going on. It's everybody's opinion. So when they get on the news and you look at Fox News and you look at CNN and MSNBC and Don Lemon and all them people, they're all so dramatic. Oh, Donald Trump, my God, how could he do what he did? And then you look at Fox, Joe Biden, he's so old. He's so old. How could you guys believe him? He's so old. That's not the news. That's a show. They're putting on a fucking show. And so, again, when you see them black guys on there, on TV, I just sit there. I don't even look at no fucking First Take. If I look at one of them shows, I'll go look at Shannon Sharpe because Shannon Sharpe is the closest thing to keeping it real as anybody. I listen to Jalen Rose and that'll be it. But when you get a Negro who go in there speaking the truth, like Jamel Hill, oh, this bitch gotta go. Kerry Washington? Oh, no. This motherfucking woman said the same thing. Jamel Hill said the same shit about Donald Trump that every other person was saying about Donald Trump. But Donald Trump gets on the phone, calls up the network at ESPN, get this bitch off the TV. And they got her off the TV. And so you go on the TV with certain things you can say and certain things you can't say. So when Kwame Brown gets on there and Kwame Brown say they gonna get niggas that's gonna talk about niggas, a real nigga ain't gonna do that. Think about it. All these different scenarios that's the same. I'll give y'all a better one than this. I'm finna fuck y'all up. Remember when Marv Albert allegedly scratched that woman up and dressed like a woman in the hotel room? Put a wig on. And the woman came out and said it. That was the first motherfucker of the Me Too movement. The woman said he allegedly dressed up like a woman with a red dress on and some fucking pumps in a hotel and scratched her all up and did all kind of freaky shit there. And they suspended him for a couple days and that motherfucker was back on TV. So again, do you hear them talking about that? No, these things don't exist when it comes to white people doing this shit. But when it comes to black people doing this shit, it's a problem. That's why they have a problem with me. They're like, Luke, man, you be saying shit that motherfuckers won't say. I always say shit that motherfuckers don't say. When I did the song, Hey, We Want Some Pussy, motherfuckers wasn't saying that. When I did the song Face Down, Ass Up, That's the Way We Like to Fuck, ain't nobody was saying that. They weren't saying that. How dare you say that on a record? You're singing that in the club. You're fucking right. So what's going to make me change right now? Shit. What's the difference between me and dead-ass Rush Limbaugh? He need to be fucking dead. What's the difference between me and Rush Limbaugh? I ain't gonna say the man need to be dead, but he dead. He wasn't no good to black people. He ain't fuck about black people. So we'll just leave that right there. What's the difference between me and Rush Limbaugh? Saying how I feel, and this motherfucker here saying how he feel. He was saying more racist shit toward black people, Hispanic people, every kind of people on earth. But then when Rush Limbaugh say this shit, they give Rush Limbaugh a fucking deal and give him $100 million with iHeartRadio network or one of them big networks and let him get on there and say all the shit he wants to say. Bill O'Reilly, they put him on Fox News and let Bill O'Reilly say whatever the fuck he wants to say. And then who is the black version of Bill O'Reilly on TV? Don Lemon? Really? Fucking Don Lemon? Don Lemon is the rebuttal to Bill O'Reilly? In the words of Chad Johnson, child, please. No. When these networks decide to not be as racist as they want to be, nasty as they want to be, these networks decide to not be as racist as they want to be, they will change their ways. We need to boycott all that shit. We need to boycott, because they will never let a nigga. I go and they do, hey, Luke, we want you to do a show on Sirius XM Radio, but you know, you got to tone it down. I said, did you tell that motherfucker? Did you tell my good friend on Sirius XM Radio, do the mornings? Did you tell Howard Stern to tone it down? He talking about pussy all day. So did you tell Howard Stern to tone it down? If you didn't tell Howard Stern to tone it down and Rush Limbaugh to turn it down, Bill O'Reilly and all them motherfuckers, Bill O'Reilly still be on TV right now if he ain't allegedly do something to a woman. They let these motherfuckers go. But you don't have a Negro on TV that they're allowed to do that. So Kwame Brown is right. They go and get Negroes who are going to bash other niggas. That's what they do. And if you're okay with that, we'll put you on TV. Hey, Luther, can you turn it down? No, I ain't turning the motherfucking thing down. Because I can tell you one thing, if a white boy beat up his motherfucking wife, I'm going to be riding his ass like a motherfucking runaway slave. In the news today, white boy beat the shit out of his motherfucking wife. They had a hockey player years ago that beat the dog shit out of his wife. He needs medication. He didn't mean to do it. What the fuck? He needs medication. Don't talk about that anymore. Look, I'm old enough. Some of y'all might be brand new to this shit. I'm old enough to know. That's why I feel I went to the Supreme Court for free speech. In my case, I spent millions of dollars on my case. So when I see Kwame Brown getting on this motherfucker, keep it at 100, I said, that's what the fuck I fought for. For a nigga like him to say what the fuck he want to say and keep that shit 100 because everybody else want to fucking just be making that shit all this politically correct shit. No, say your shit, nigga, in the way you gonna say it. Say your shit. We have no media. When Bob Johnson sold BET to Viacom, Black Entertainment Network, that's not our shit. We have no media. We have nothing. And a large part of that about that is because of us. Because they know we're not going to endorse or buy our own product. They know we so happy to buy their shit. We so happy to buy the Louis Vuitton, the goddamn Birkin bags, and the goddamn Lamborghinis and all. We are so happy to buy their shit. We're so happy to buy into their products where they don't have no respect for our dollar. Shit, some niggas on there delivering the news, we ain't looking at that shit. It better be a motherfucking doll baby looking nigga on there. That white people, and he better walk, hey, we like the same. And then he needs to be doing the same thing that any other white news person would do. And the show has to be produced by a white person. Showing what? Showing black people acting crazy as fuck, doing some crazy shit, car chasing, murder, robbing a liquor store, taking somebody's purse, fighting in the mall, or some shit like that at the beginning of the news. And then they go from there, they go to Gaza, and then they go to talk about the Palestinians and the Israelis and which one picked their side, or who they like and who they don't like. And then they go from that shit to the fucking weather, and then talk about the weather, and then go from the weather to sports, the local team doing all this shit here. And then when the news ends, it's the white people in a bed race. How great it is to be white. Riding down the bed race. They got beds and shit, Coconut Grove. Get on the bed and we're gonna ride pushing. This is what white people do. Go through the mall and we're shopping for tulips. They don't be showing the white people doing no crazy shit. Just like Kwame Brown said, they ain't gonna get no nigga on TV to talk about no white people, and they ain't gonna have no white people talking about no white people on there. No white athletes. That's not going to happen. So all these people who sit up here talking about Black Lives Matter, no, Black Lives Matter don't matter to them. Because they living in a racist world as well. Every one of those fucking networks. They living in a racist world. They're doing racist things on a daily basis. When you're not doing racist things, put somebody on, put a black person on, gonna talk that shit like Rush Limbaugh. Put one on doing that. Let's see how that goes. Put a black person on CNN, or Fox, or MSNBC. Don't go get Reverend Al Sharpton. How many years he sold out black people? When Sharpton come on, I turn that motherfucker off. No. I'm not. No, you're not going to sell me nothing. I am not going to listen to him. I can't do Don Lemon. No. I'm not. Listen, I'm not doing him. Because he's not a representative of me. Just like Kwame Brown said, those guys are not a representative of me. Shannon Sharpe, I can listen to him all day talk, because Shannon Sharpe has a unique way of putting black history and bringing it to the perspective where they don't fire him. And he ain't got long to go because they're going to book him too. Same thing with Jalen Rose. I can listen to Jalen Rose because Jalen Rose keep it 100 and he's not going to be as confrontational. I'm not listening to no fucking Charles Barkley. That is the biggest Uncle Tom Negro you would ever see in your life. Kenny, and I'm not listening to that. Shaq and Kenny, they're okay with me. I'm not listening to that. Because again, those dudes, I sat there one night, I got the stomach to look at the TNT basketball thing, and the first thing Charles Barkley did was bash a black man. And just like Kwame Brown said, you ain't never seen nobody bash John Stockton. Name me one white basketball player that they talk shit about when he had a bad game like LeBron James. Unfortunately, that's what happened. Y'all need to go look at that Kwame Brown show. I love it. But until these networks put real African Americans on their network to talk real African American shit, that is when we will begin the healing in this country. It ain't no fucking healing in this country because Negroes like me and the Kwame Browns of the world, and they're not gonna hear from us. There never was to give us a platform. Everybody like, Luke, you should be doing this. And you should be doing, everybody say, Luke, you should be doing that. No, I'm too outspoken. I've been that way. I'm one of those Negroes they can't control. They ain't finna control me. We ain't gonna have we can't control this nigga. We can fuck around and say some shit that we don't want him to say. You got on social media. I started off on Twitter probably 8 years ago. And as soon as I signed on to Twitter, I had 58,000 people. 10 years ago, right now today, I still got 58,000 people. I get censored by Twitter. Oh no, we can't let this nigga have more than they got a cap on my ass. 58,000 people. No more. If you go over there right now and everybody on here say, okay, let me follow Luke, the numbers won't move. Facebook, they just ain't caught up with me because the numbers keep going up. It's like almost 300,000 followers. Instagram, oh, no. I've been stuck on 190,000 people for the longest, and I'm not going to go like some of these other celebrities and buy followers. That's a whole racket that the social media networks get paid off of too. I'm not going to go buy no goddamn followers. No, we ain't doing that. I'm okay with who following me. And if y'all want to cut my numbers and want to censor me and want to try and control do what you got to do. I ain't got no problem with that. Because I know I'm not in the good old boy network. And when you're not in the good old boy network, then that's what they do. Try and censor you. So again, go check out the Kwame Brown. My last topic for the night before I get off here. I know I started late. I know y'all say this motherfucker started at 10:30 and he just going off already and he got 30 more minutes. I ain't staying on here for 30 minutes because I got some cake I need to eat. Not the cake. I got some cake from Cheesecake Factory. Say, didn't you know they bought them? What you got to say about Kwame Brown's situation? We can talk about it. Sharpton was a FBI informant. That's what was written in the newspaper. Jones, you ain't making that shit up. That's what was written in the newspaper. You're definitely right. It was written in the newspaper. So listen, look at the people who they put on TV. They were even giving the guy who ran for mayor, not mayor, but governor of the state of Florida. They was getting ready to give him a TV show until he got caught up in that little room. They know the type of guys. He get caught up in the little room with two white boys. They was getting ready to give him a show. They rode him like a runaway slave for months when he should have shut the fuck up. Banned in the USA. That's me. So again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you. Go listen to that show. Some deep shit. Good shit. Good shit. Until these networks start putting real black people on there with real black opinions and not try and censor them, then we okay. But until then, they're part of the racist situation as well. No different than these NFL teams. I just gave y'all about 5 or 6 scenarios where it was white people, but the black people, just like Kwame Brown said, the ones they put on those networks and give them a platform, only way they give them a platform is they let them, if you are willing to tear down another African-American man, you can't fucking get on here talking about you finna fuck up goddamn Tom Brady. Tom Brady took the trophy and they were on the boat dead drunk and they were throwing the damn Super Bowl trophy from one boat to the next boat to the next boat. They ain't say shit. Oh, look how cute this is. Tom Brady throwing the Super Bowl trophy to another boat and he's catching the blue in the boat and the shit going here and they playing fucking games with the Lombardi Award until the granddaughter said this is disrespectful to my great granddaddy that y'all flinging this award around. That's not fucking cool. Still no apology, but they never rode him for that. That girl had to say something. But that's what they do. So again, people, that's why I don't even fuck with the news. I stopped looking at it because it's so depressing. It gets you all roped up and riled up because it's more political shit going on than anything in the world. And all they do is talk about politics. Who ain't doing this? Who ain't doing that? Who ain't getting people all revved up? Half of these people doing all these mass shootings are doing these mass shootings because they're sitting there looking at the fucking news. And the news is getting them all worked up. Oh, I'm going to go kill all the white people who don't like white people. Shoot up their school. What the fuck is that? Oh, I'm a police. If I stop a nigga, I'm going to shoot a nigga. Because they looking at the news. I don't look at this shit. It's so fucking refreshing. It is so refreshing because I don't want to look at the local news or none of that shit. Looking at black people being depicted in a certain way. I don't want to look at that. I'm not looking at the fucking Don Lemons. I'm not looking at no Bill Maher and all them. He's another fucking soft ass. He don't want no real niggas on his show neither. I'm not looking at him. I'm not looking at none of that shit. Because it's all bullshit to get you gassed up so you can sit there on a daily basis, look at it, and you can look at other white people, and white people can look at other black people and say, Don Lemon speaks for you. And you look at the motherfuckers you look at the black person, you look at the white person and say, you just like the motherfuckers on Fox. And then they're looking at you like, I don't even look at Fox. And so everybody get all fucking worked up. And then you go look at the sports shows, and then all you got Stephen A. Smith bashing LeBron James, oh, he didn't take the shot. He should have took the shot. How many fucking times a white dude ain't take the shot and they never jumped on him? Oh, I've been covering basketball forever, and I think Isaiah Thomas, and he's wrong when he says LeBron James is better than Michael Jordan, and I know Isaiah, that's some bullshit. White people love when black people attack each other. That is great TV. That's why they put all the black girls beating up all the other black girls on TV and shit. And black people love it too. Black people love it too. They love to see another nigga go after another nigga. And that's why we sit here today and we say, why are we killing each other in our community? And why white people who got a bunch of fucking guns, who are the member of the NRA, why they ain't killing each other? Like we killing each other every fucking day. Why? Because they brainwash us to hate one another. That's why we ain't gonna spend no money at no black restaurant. Or we go up in their hand. It's like an afterthought. We ain't finna take nobody on no date to the black restaurant. No, we gotta go to the white restaurant. We gotta go to Prime 112 to feel special. We gotta go take the date. We ain't gonna take a date. They got black restaurants. We're gonna take a date over here. We gotta go here in order for it to be special. Little girl go be a lawyer, come back home, open a law firm. I work for a law firm for a few years. All she got is white clients because the white clients is coming in, some black clients is coming in there. She decides she want to open her own little law firm because they didn't make her partner. I'm opening up my own little law firm. I'm black. It's a lot of black people. It's 1 million black people in Miami, Florida. So if I could just get 2% of the business in Miami, Florida, black clients, no, black people ain't going there, bro. Fuck with no black lawyer. That's how we brainwash. So the little girl went, you done sent your daughter to college and came back and she finished top of her class or whatever. She's an attorney and people ain't supporting her business. You open up a restaurant, your shit looking too good. People ain't coming there because you think you doing it, and then black people don't want to spend no money with us. Black people have apparel and have clothes and have a clothing line. We ain't fucking with that shit unless it has Adidas on there or Nike on there. We ain't fucking with that. So therefore, people have no respect for us because we don't have no respect for ourselves. Then we on TV tearing each other down, murdering each other, and we doing the same thing in the street. So people get on the TV, they're fucking hypocrites. They get on the TV and they say, I don't believe why are they shooting each other and why are we killing each other and we need to do better as a people. Well, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck is this network that you're working on doing? Because everything in this world is about tearing the black man down and woman. If I got on this thing right now and all I did was every week came on here and started tearing down black people, Luke, you know, he's fucking going off on T.I. The nigga called Ice Cube this. He called Master P this. Oh, shit, y'all got to tune it. That shit'll be blown up, but I'm not going to do that. I call out these fake-ass politicians who own by white people. I call out these fake-ass Negroes who on the TV who shouldn't be on the TV. I call out these networks who ain't doing the right thing. Black Hollywood. Everything that you see on Amazon Prime, you see on all these apps, black movies. Black movies been doing big numbers. Ice Cube told y'all that long years ago. When they were giving Brad Pitt $100 million for a movie and he was only making $5 million, and they would give Ice Cube $5 million to do a movie and he would make $100 million. No, black films never suffer. One thing we don't do is we're going to support black films. Black people will support black films. Black people will support black music. But when it comes to sending our daughters and our son to be lawyers and doctors and shit like that and dentists and shit like that and coming back to own and operate a restaurant or business, we don't do that because we'll support a black film if it's done by Lionsgate, the white company. We have to do business with a white person. We have to do, and that's why I'm so sick of politics in Miami-Dade County right now. I'm sick of politics. I'm so sick of politics. Because what I did is I did an exercise. In Miami-Dade County, I'm going to just use Miami-Dade County, the same place everywhere else, same shit everywhere else. African Americans receive less than 1.1% of contracts, school system, along with the county, the city. Less than 1.1% of black contracts. Now, that 1.1% of black contracts that they give are to their, those contracts are given to these community activists who support their campaigns. That's where the 1.1% go to. Any nigga that's willing to sell out the black community, they'll give them a contract. Oh, contract for helping mobilize black people. Contract for gun violence, where you ain't doing really no gun violence. We just get those. That's where the 1.1% contracts go at. But when it comes to the big money, like for me, I did an exercise. I said, this can't be the situation. So I took two ideals to Miami-Dade County school system. And I said, here's two ideals. I'll be the black contractor. And my brother will be, me and him will go and we'll bring another ideal as a contractor into the school system. Went through the meetings and all that. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Same thing happened in the first meeting, happened in the second meeting, and the third meeting. You talk to the powers that be, that tells another person, hey, make sure this happens. You'll have a meeting with that person, and they'll have another meeting with another person, and then you won't hear from the motherfuckers no more. So now you talking about me. I know they do the same thing, horse and pony show, with every other black contractor. Some of the other black contractors probably don't even get in the fucking room. They're gonna be like, oh shit, Luke fucking going in tonight. Y'all gotta fast forward that show to get to this part. So what I did was, I went to the city of Miami, offered some services to do a contract. Went through the song and dance, powers that be said, you need to go over here. You and your brother need to go over here to Julio Raimundo house. Because we need, and Julio Raimundo is sitting like this at the house saying, yeah, I want 50% of the company. Well, Julio Raimundo, you get ready to spend $5 billion to get 50% of this shit? You're tripping right now. Meanwhile, Julio Raimundo was saying that shit because Julio Raimundo was saying, I need 50% of this shit because if you don't give me 50%, and I don't get on the phone to call the powers to be at the city of Miami, you ain't finna get no deals. Y'all ain't finna get no deals. Y'all niggas ain't finna come in here straight up without one of us involved and get some money out the city of Miami and the county. So I said, oh shit. Nah, we ain't doing that. We'll go in Missouri, we'll go in Maryland, we'll go over here, we'll go over there, get money from all these other places. Go to the county. County, we just elected the mayor. Black people went out, large numbers. The mayor, first woman, Democratic mayor. Oh, I'm gonna make sure black people get businesses. I'm gonna make sure black people get housing. I'm gonna make sure we move the minimum wage up. I'm gonna make sure, fuck the minimum wage. They're gonna move that up anyway. Motherfuckers at McDonald's trying to give a person $18 an hour. So fuck that. We're past that right now. The pandemic moved the minimum wage up. You did not move the minimum wage up. So then say, okay, well, we have something right here. We want to introduce you to you, Miss Mayor, Madam Mayor, and all that. Want to do some business here. And oh yeah, talk to this nigga over here. And this nigga over here. And you sit up there with the mayor, shit going through one ear out the other. She sitting like this. I can't wait for the time. Looking at that shit. I don't want to got with these niggas. And you sitting there giving your speech and your spiel about this here, right? You would think this woman would be sitting here. You just got elected by black people. And at the top of the priority is gun violence and black contracting. The 1.1% that we don't get no fucking money here. We represent 22% of this town. And that should be part of you fixing. And here you got a motherfucking black contractor coming in here saying, I don't want no money from y'all. We just want to do business. We'll get that money from the federal government. You think that lady, as she went in the other way, come out the other year, and the black guy said, don't beat up the mayor. She's nice. She's this, she's that, and all this. She's that. They have not put a dent in, they have not moved the number from the 1.1. It's actually worse. Black housing in Miami is actually worse. Everybody want to know how to stop gun violence around the country, whether it's in Chicago or whether it's in Miami or whether it's somewhere. No, you know how to stop gun violence. Just like Kwame Brown said, how you stop gun violence? If I got money, if I'm getting money, I'm not going to shoot a motherfucker to go to jail. It's just that simple. When I was young and I was on the streets, I was thugging and mobbing. I ain't had no reason to live. And I'm gonna tell you, I lived that life. I had no fucking reason to live. I ain't no money. I ain't had no fucking education. I ain't had no way out. I looked down the block and then all of us it's sitting in the same cesspool and we doing what we trying to do to get money and doing all this to try to get money and all that there. And it was doggy dog niggas. We fight for them little crumbs, them little $5 and them little $10 on this block because a certain amount of money coming on this block right here. We need to get all this money. So we go beat up everybody and they trap and we take over their trap and all that. So now we get that. That's the doggy dog world that these kids are living in right now today because they're fighting over crumbs. And it's all about money. Money is the root of all evil. So what ends up happening? How do you stop gun violence? How about giving some of them damn contracts to black contractors so black contractors could hire black people? And black contractors' families could be wealthy and they could then turn other black families on, become wealthy. These kids coming from these universities come back and they work with these corporations and they become wealthy and black households now have money. All of us could be living like the fucking Huxtables. Like me. I ain't trying to go shoot nobody. I ain't going nowhere right now to shoot nobody. If I gotta do what I gotta do, somebody come do some wild shit. But before, when I was a kid on the streets of Liberty City, I ain't had no problem with that smoke. Because half of my friends was either dead and in jail, and that was the road to go down. Unless I came and was like, look, you can't do this shit. All your other brothers going to college. You got to do better for your life. You made the decision not to go to college like them. You got to fucking figure out some business because the way you were going, you're going to be dead. Mama send my ass to D.C., move me to Rockville, Maryland. So the way you going, boss, you finna die. Stay with my brother, and then I had to learn. He taught me business. So who's going to teach these other kids business? I talk to my kids every day at Miami Edison Senior High. I love that after the practice is over, when we have an intimate time together, where we can have a conversation about life. About life. My conversation in them was today, look here, man, no matter what you're going through, I know some of y'all going through some difficulties at home. But it's all right. All of us got problems. But God gives us the ability to do what? come back here for another day. The more money you have, the more problems. It ain't you got money, you don't have no problems. Money don't make problems go away. They actually bring on more problems and more fake ass people around you. Fake friends. So I'm gonna leave that with y'all right now. I'm gonna get off this telecast right now, and I want y'all to have a good night. We spent an hour, and hopefully y'all got something out of it. I'll check y'all out on Sunday, and hopefully have a guest. I love y'all. Stay safe.